Norway Control, very good evening. Speedboat 162 Whiskey inbound, Danco speed, Mac .8.
Speedboat 162 Whiskey, Norway Control, hello. You're clear for the RIPAM for Mike arrival. Is he on
RIPAM for Mike arrival, Speedboat 162 Whiskey.
Is he on Expo? It sounds like there was someone talking with him in the background. He might be, actually. Nestor, you're still there? You know if Wilkinson is on Expo? They should get the they really should get the chat back up soon.
Can 224 ready taxi.
Yeah, the event 224 taxi Yankee holding point Alpha runway 03.
Taxi to holding point Alpha runway 03, Scandinavian 224.
Scandinavia, good evening, jetlift 3055, flight level 350. Mach decimal 878.
Jetlift 3055, North Control, very good evening to you. You're clear for the RIPAM for Mike arrival.
We'll be on the RIPAM for Mike, jetlift 3055.
And Jetlift 3055, say again your Mach number, please.
Currently Mach decimal 78.
That's some latency right there. Ah, that's strange. Okay. Scandinavian 224 via Alpha, lineup runway 03.
Lining up 03 by Alpha, Scandinavian 224.
If we can get him out before before the others come in. Yeah. So if you guys want, just do like regular tests of the chat just to see if it's working. It should be popping up on my screen as well. Scandinavian 224 wind is 160 degrees, 5 knots, runway 21 clear for takeoff.
21 clear takeoff.
Oh,
224.
is it back? It's back. It's back. It is back, my guys. Snowy, welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream. Wait, I just need to see this. Oh yes, it is up again. What VACCs are participating tonight? That is VATSIM Scandinavia and VAT UK, basically. We don't have like the usual restrictions for controlling now. Oh yeah, we are back, guys. Try to refresh XP, see if that works. RGA264, thank you for joining us tonight. If you've been trying to type for the past half an hour, you won't get that far with that, unfortunately. Melting lava, we do 5x5. I just need to get this guy out. Hello, boys. Captain Corona. Hello. So, welcome to all the new guys coming in. So I think we can do this once more.
24 airborne 2200.
Test it. I'm gonna try to move. Okay, hold on. Gather event 224. You are identified. Climb flight level 270. Clear direct to RIPAM.
Direct bombs, climb flight level 270, scan 224.
Uptime isn't working for some reason. Okay. It's strange to send to Lunip. Yeah. So okay. So for those of you, this is the new codec that's going to come to VATSIM, or a working progress version of it. This is a closed beta, not on the actual network. How long have you been online for? About hour and a half. So what this is actually a mission based by range. No, distortion and reception based on the actual range and power of your antennas, which is basically, for those familiar to it, we'll probably be online a little bit more after 12, seeing as there's a lot of planes coming in. Oh, Matt Davis, Boswell Davis is coming in. Aspe F, thank you very much for the follow. What airport is it? Just part of E Echo November Charlie November Chavik Airport, Kristiansand Chavik Airport. So what I'm gonna do to test this now, guys, because I have two antennas right there. I have one here and I have one here. This is arranged for those, so you see they're overlapping. And all stations on frequency. I'm just gonna do a quick test of the reception, so just be advised there might be a little bit of change for those. So we're gonna do an experiment. First, we're gonna do this one, set it to around here. No, a bit too much. Around here. Yes, and now set this to away. So, listen now, guys. Now they are far out from my. Am I here now? Oliver, yes, you are. Akio1803, thank you for following. So now, if you're here, there might be a difference on these guys. So let's first look at Scandinavian 224 with a radar check. Scandinavian 224, can I get a radar check, please? Listen.
Scan 224 with ability 4.
You hear a little bit of crackle, a little bit of distortion. And now look at jet lift. Jet lift 3055 radar check, please.
Readability 5, sir.
Yeah, that wasn't actually. Oh, yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah. So they're still in, quite in the rings. So what you hear, if you were here at the beginning of the stream, it was very pronounced, which wasn't now for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Let's see here and just do here so they won't lose reception. Somewhere around like here or something. Yes. Let's get that into correction. Break. Speedbird 162 whiskey. Descend when ready. Flight level 120.
When ready, flight level 120. Speedbird 162 whiskey.
You heard how fast that was with the latency and all. Gather Devon 224, you're clear for the RIPAM for Mike arrival. Descend when ready, flight level 120.
RIPAM for Mike, when ready, flight level 120, scan 224.
Stay cool, Matt. How are you doing, Akio? Oh yeah. I was just reading up some mail. Awesome. Do you have a lot of bugs left to fix? I know there's some. Exactly how many, I'm not sure. And it's got to do its first mass testing tomorrow for the FS Expo attendees, for the FS Expo fly-in. So that might encounter some more bugs with server, how it copes with servers and on Sunday. On Sunday. So we'll have a lot of cool things. Because on Sunday, I guess it will be on a new code. Yes, Corona, you will receive an email. All of you registered and got a slot for the actual codec. No, for the FS Expo fly-in is automatically in the beta, so you'll get an email with the same software and the instructions I'm gonna do now. It's gonna be so horrible when I do a VATSIM flight now, listening through a mic from. I know. So I've been controlling with this and flying with this for some time now. And going back to the codec, to the old codec, is yeah, it's not good. Wait, do they support Xbox or Swift? Swift is included in the client. Traffic. Panther's coming in with 3 months. Thank you for the continued support, my man. How are you doing? I haven't seen you for some time. Tjena, Muse. No, not only VPilot. VPilot has it. Swift is integrated with it. And there will and Euroscope as well for the controllers. Xbox is, as far as I know, not implemented, but for all those softwares that are not implemented with the new codec and optimized for the new codec, you will be able to use a standalone client, which is running the voice, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So now I have
By the way, Walker, Scandinavian 812, flight level 370.
Scandinavian 812, Norway, god morgen. Clear Ripan for Mike arrival.
Ripan for Mike, Scandinavian 812.
And Jetlift 3055, descend when ready, flight level 120.
Descend when ready, flight level 120, Jetlift 3055.
Summit, hello! The recording from that game that shall not be mentioned. Good morning. Hey, sounds like he was asleep. They're going to do return as well. Oh, are they? Yeah, we're going to be online then for some time. Oh yeah. But yeah, so that's how we're gonna do it. Snowy, who are you? Are you in the beta, or are you just are you not hot? Remove the hoodie if needed. I don't have anything under the hoodie, so I know you want me to, Nick, but I think I'm family friendly in my description here, so we can do that after the stream. Let's talk to them in the Discord. Talk to who? Oh, in the AFV Discord? Let's see, I haven't checked it for some time now. Karen, yes, there are real world controllers who give input to how it actually sounds like here. And also giving, what is this new audio system and what is it? It's the new codec, which is actually called Audio for VATSIM, which is an update to the voice. Oh, BAV Discord. Okay, yeah, I see. So this is going to be a total redo. If anyone can be so kind and link the VATSIM blog post about AFV, that would be much appreciated. What's the fun of VATSIM now? If you can actually hear what people are saying. I know, Aqua. Oh, hey, dude. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, I know. What's the fun in that? Half the fun of VATSIM is not being able to understand the controllers. Well, people do you say exactly? We've actually been kidding about a little bit. That like, damn, we should just run the closed beta just with text. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of people. Yeah, we're getting a lot of people in. This is kind of busy to be the closed beta. We're including more and more people. Excuse, my mom is telling me off. Alert, hello, well I'm busy, no hands free, want to do this. Yeah, I can relate, kinda. I hope you're well, man. Let's see. How will the standalone client work with the sim then? Basically, you will not run the voice through the simulator. I don't know the exact technical aspects of how it's gonna work, but I know that it will work with all clients. Some using the standalone. Exactly how, I'm not sure. So we're getting another one inbound. That guy's, yeah, okay. Very nice. This is a really cool thing. 3-3, 2-3, 1-3, 3. He's got 30, 28. 28 times 3 is very good in math. 84 nautical miles. He's got 187. Okay. I don't understand what's different with the new audio system. Are you using VATSIM? Because if you are, it's pretty obvious. I will actually link. So, one video which shows it. Oh yeah, Oliver. The supervisors are getting a lot more fun new tools as well, so we can catch that exact. So if you hear this.
Norway control, very good evening, Super 67 Victor Kilo, flight level 330.
67 Victor Kilo, Norway control, very good evening. You're clear for the RIPAM for Mike arrival.
RIPAM for Mike, Super 67 Victor Kilo.
So if you go here, Summit, there's a comparison between the current one and the future one. You can take a look at. And Scandinavian 812, descend when ready, flight level 120.
When ready, 120, Scandinavian 812.
Yeah, no worries, man. So you will hear, and the audio you will hear there is not the same here. That was a really early iteration, just a proof of concept, to be honest. Now we're getting realistic. Yeah, it's not comparable at all. It's completely new. So now it's added realistic VHF emulation. We've added 400 hertz emission. We've added realistic range distortion with crackling. Automatic ADIS bots. Voice CTAF or Unicom. Those are voice codecs have been radically better in the decade. Oh yeah. Scandinavian 224, contact Norway. No, Oslo approach 120.45. Ha det bra.
Norway, Oslo approach 120.45. Scan 224. Bye bye.
You hear the distant crackling in the voice there? Voice Unicom. Oh yeah. And yes, it's going to work. We've added kind of a line of sight type of thing. The boop sound after the mic is released gives a touch realism. Exactly, yes. Range distortion. Oh, I thought that'd be a piloted thing. Oh yeah. So if you hear, did you hear the crackle now? So if you see here, that was he's inside. He's between my. He's kind of as far away from the antennas as he can get. So then you get that crackling, and also what's just been released now is a sort of a thing where. And Cheester, thank you very much for the follow. Really kind of you. And what was I on about? Range distortion, yes. So not only that, but in addition, we're getting retransmission, which is incredible. So you know, when you're covering a large area, say I'm covering the whole of the southern part here, right? You have planes coming in from all over, and their antennas is not nearly as powerful to catch. If I have a plane here, their antenna is not big enough to catch what this guy is having, right? So you have an octagonal antenna configuration, which is the most common one, placed on like strategic points. So there is an option for something called retransmission, where you have it is toggleable, Jesus, and what it does is actually, if you have it off, the pilot here cannot hear. Everyone can hear the controller, but this pilot cannot hear this pilot because they're not talking together. Retransmission, however, sends in a really dumbed down version, it sends the signal from the aircraft to the antenna, and then the antenna sends it to like a central database or where the controller sits, and from there it is transmitted from the controller's perspective to all antennas, and that's via, I think it's via fiber optic cable, so that's lightning speed. It's as fast as the speed of light, so it's virtually unnoticeable with the latency in real life as well. So then you can hear it, and that's toggleable because not all stations have it, but that is really neat, especially when we're working like big frequencies. And also the range is decreasing as far as the lower you go. So this guy on 2,400 feet might not actually get reception because he's so far away from my antennas here and here. But as he gets higher, he will get it's like a cone-based thing. So he will get like more reception as the higher he goes. Will not pilots be talking onto each other on frequency? Yes, they will. And that's the issue. That's why retransmission works, because that pilot has no idea that the other guy is talking. And so if they're blocked, they don't know. So that's why many stations are actually retransmitting. SBB 162, a whiskey. It was fun while it lasted, but I have to let you go now. Contact Oslo approach 120.45. Have a nice evening.
120.45.
Riesto, hello.
Service. Hope to speak to you again. SBB 162 whiskey.
So yeah, it is. So if I tune your frequency before entering your airspace, my mobile wouldn't hear you as clearly as opposed to real life. Mr. Sky, if you're outside my actual airspace. And Jetlift 3055, clear direct to Bavad. Yes.
Clear direct to Bavad. Jetlift 3055.
Yes, that is exactly how it works in real life. But Mr. Sky, if you're contacting me, like this range thing goes, so it gets quieter and it gets more distorted until you're outside my range, and then it will be really gradual. So you'll like suddenly, when you're like really far away, you'll kind of hear like static, but it's just you can't hear what it is. When you get closer, it will start to make up. It is Summit. It is hard, and basically what it is you have like voice rooms are gone. You won't get the when you connect to a voice room anymore, because there is no voice rooms. There is no TeamSpeak rooms you join on your client. What it is a really, really, really good simulation. Hold on, I'm just gonna get that even 812 same to you. Clear direct to Bavad. Oh, Sander.
Bavad's coming in, 12.
I've just been really busy with this. I have not forgotten about you guys. We were the 6-7 Victor Kilo. You might be anticipating what I'm gonna tell you. Clear direct to Bavad.
Trip Bavad's 600 kilo.
I better do that in Anchorage to retransfer. Exactly, that's what they do. I like the oh yeah. But so yeah, it will be no more voice rooms. The only thing you will have is like if you tune into all frequencies work basically. So if you tune into a 134.905 and there's nothing else 134.905, you can talk with pilots with it, which is in your line of sight on the same frequency. So that opens up for what I'm talking about now is the technical side. If it's got to be allowed, is another thing. But technically, you will be able to have like air-to-air communications, like the finger frequency 123.45, and air-to-air transmissions. You will technically be able to have your own frequencies for your VAs and for your for like ramp controllers, dispatch control, flight information service, those kinds of frequencies who have not been allowed to have kind of a frequency due to the limitation on the whatever. However, that again, this is the technical aspect. There is a discussion and debates going on about the rule set, because there will be moderation required for this to work. And Jetlift 3055, contact Oslo approach 120.45. Bye bye.
Approach 120.45, Jetlift 3055. Bye bye.
Tibet 67 Victor Kilo, descend when ready, flight level 120.
Flight level 120 when ready, 67 Victor Kilo.
No worries, Corona. Tito is made for general chit chat. Yes, Nikki, no, it's not. But there was also debate about whether or not we should implement like the Unicom kind of advisory frequencies, which is airfield dependent, or go with the regular 122.8. And it was decided, as far as I know, that it will go to 122.8 instead of having the airfield specific ones, because the if you have the airfield specific ones, that will on VATSIM, you will ruin the whole. It will ruin the whole reason why you have Unicom, because there will be some people on 122.8. There will be some people on the correct airfield advisory frequency. There will be some people on the incorrect airfield advisory frequency. There will some people not knowing what to do and not doing anything. So it will be completely, utterly madness. So, and the 122.8 system works. So why change it? Was what I think I concluded. I'm assuming that wall will be the same. Yes, of course. But we will be able to see in more detail what is going on in the network. But the 122.8 will be wrong, not a VATSIM. But moderation, it's the internet. Check your sensibilities and the modern modem connect noise. Oh yeah, I know. But if you tune in a random frequency 1 to 3, 4, 5, on the pilot tunes that. Yes, exactly, Nikki. You might not have been there then. Yes. So all frequencies work. So in theory, you can have like dispatch frequencies. You can have ramp frequencies. You can have airline company frequencies. But that's all technical. There will be a change to the code of conduct, and probably some amendments to other rule sets. JFK ramps, yes. So that is a possibility. Since all ATIS is being broadcast automatically, can't the airfield CTAF be broadcasted in the ATIS? Yeah, that's one part, but they discussed this for I don't remember how long, a really long time. But yeah, and not all have ATIS, but yeah, so. But yeah, it's a complicated figure, and but the guys are actually working really, really hard on this. So if there's something, I'd like to shake the boat. Everyone's so trained to use what to do. Yes, yes, Aqua. That's a good way of putting it. It's so implemented that 122 does light, and it's not technically wrong. It is the Unicom frequency, but the usage is meh. But it's got to be, and not to talk about, and not to mention that all airports must manually enter the divisions, the VACCs, the regions must manually create a decentralized database, because we don't have any centralized stuff at the moment. A decentralized database. A decentralized database with all the frequencies that has to be grasped up by the software. Changes in the frequencies, new airports, old airports closed down. It will be a mess, believe me. Is there a possibility that subtunes into Unicom frequency to check the pods are using it correctly? We do that now. When I'm supervising, I'm always tuned to Unicom just to monitor it to see if something is up. Exactly, Nikki. Scandinavian 812 over to Oslo approach now. 120.45. Ha det bra.
12045, så da skal det en 812.
And that also puts too much pressure onto. Yes, exactly. So I have not tried the new this supervisor client. There is a beta on that as well. I might test it tomorrow for the FS Expo. But we will get some new tools, but I'm not too sure about those tools yet. Harry, how you doing, man? And I was a Sleepy Bear. When would this be implemented on the network? When it's complete. We're gonna do the first mass test on the network tomorrow for the FS Expo fly-in. Can I show that on stream? You wish. Maybe a special software to check a few of them. Yeah, again, you would need a special software. You would need another software. So yes, there are tons of Mars Public. No. So the FS Expo fly-in, it's a rostered event with slots. And I don't know if US military ATC is able to monitor like civilian ATC. The AFP is less than final commands when they use the jets. Aqua, they use they are on a different band. And Sunday, Karan. They're on a different type of frequency band. They're on UHF. Will it be public? No, it won't. So that will be the first test.
67 Victor Kilo is leaving flight level 330.
67 Victor Kilo, thanks a lot.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Oliver, frequency change approved, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining in tonight. I like to click. Oh, Adam, let me show you what that click can do. So Adam, that click is really realistic, but it also opens for some opportunities. So kind of like this. Okay, so listen to this. That's people 67 Victor Kilo. For your information, 80s is up on 127.15 information. Foxtrot is current. Okay, that didn't work. Oh yeah. They changed the latency. So this opens for double clicking, if anyone is familiar with that term, which is you double click the push to talk button.
Norway Control, good evening. This is Scandinavian 815, flight level 350, about 320 with you. I direct VPEX.
Which, have you heard, you don't get that TeamSpeak effect for anyone, no matter their mic quality. Scandinavian 815 Norway Control, very good evening to you, sir. You're clear for the RIPAM for mic arrival. As that click is a little too quiet. Yes.
Good evening, sir. We are clear to RIPAM for mic approach. Scandinavian 815.
So that click is also depending on... I think, yeah, sorry, the Oceanic is HF. UHF, I think it's for, UHF is for ELT transmitters and military. I think. But yes, it is HF. And HF is all, HF emulation is also planned for the new codec. To my fear as an Oceanic rated controller, but yeah. But the good part is it's all client side, so you can disable it if you want. If you don't like if you're not able to hear, you can just disable the actual. You can disable the distortion. Retransmits? Yes. You can also you can retransmit now with this iteration of the beta. It was just introduced. You probably heard it. Viking Flyer, hello. What's your favorite payware aircraft for any sim ever? That has to be the TBM 900 from Hot Start. Explain. All in Swift. That client is fancy. We're not using Swift. We're using a standalone client. This would be a nightmare for beginner if this. Yes. But works really well on a private FSC server. Yes. Are you Oceanic rated controller? Yes, I am. Nikki. Don't you agree that HF is gotta be but I was planning, or I was playing around with the thought that we could implement then some realistic Oceanic procedures, such as differentiating between a controller and a radio operator, which they do. How's text going to work if you use the new sound line for voice and Squawk Box for text? You would use Squawk Box for text. Basically, all texts I receive now is from the sim. The only thing running in the standalone is the actual voice. No, we're not using Swift. Across the pond will be unique. Yes, if they decide to do it, like the HF emulation. But I would love it, to be honest. HF emulation. I can, for those of you, I can actually show you. HF emulation is high frequency band, and that means it's really bad quality. HF. Okay, so listen now, for example. This is HF.
Santa Maria, Portugal 1817 on 8825 position. Portugal 1817, Santa Maria. Portugal 1825 taking Goofy at 1000. Taking 39 knots 20 F at 1036. Tony will be the next. We are maintaining level 350.
Sounds like 2010 house music. It sounds absolutely horrible to hearing this as well. It is impossible to hear anything. But it's gotta be really cool. Oh. For those of you who are unfamiliar, this is a cell cal.
Delta 1947 answering cell call. Delta 1947 San Francisco, how do you read?
So yeah, that's basically what it is. Adam, the worst part is actually does. I totally get what you mean, dude. I'll be honest, if I do 6 hours on Oceanic, but that Nikki, that's why you have cell cal. Because people get crazy from it in real life as well, and that's why the worst nightmare for an Oceanic pilot is if the cell cal is in up, because then one of the pilots has to constantly listen to that screeching noise. So someone from VATSIM says CPDLC is planned on the. I'll just have a thought about how much I can actually say. I'll be careful what I can say, but you might not be that wrong to say that it is planned from VATSIM's perspective, but Speedbird 67 Victor Kilo, contact Oslo approach 120.45. Have a wonderful flight.
1045, Speedbird 67 Victor Kilo, happy birthday.
I'm not NDA'd, so I can say, but I will not be very popular if I do. David Walter, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, that's HF, and